Hey guys, welcome back to the Spartan Productions, and today I'm going to be comparing my Pirate fingerboard to my Flatface G14 fingerboard. So first of all, this is a 30mm complete Pirate fingerboard from Broken Knuckle Fingerboards, and this costs, I think it was just under $20, like maybe $17 or so. And then my G14 fingerboard, this is a high quality fingerboard, handcrafted by Mike Schneider, and this board cost me like $60, complete 32mm G14 deck. So first I'll compare like the deck itself. So both of these have like medium, well this one has like medium kicks, medium concave, and this is a little more mellow, but I'd still say it's medium. But as you can see, kicks aren't quite as, as steep as the Pirate, but both of them are pretty similar. So I've had this deck for probably like a year now, and this is what the grip tape looks like after. So holding up decently well, and the grip tape is pretty thin, and the grip is pretty good. It's pretty grippy. And then for this deck, I've had it for like half a year, and this is just your standard grip tape, and it's definitely a lot thicker than the Pirate grip tape. And at first, this grip tape is kind of smooth. It's not that grippy, but like once you start using it, you wear it in, it gets grippier, and they're about the same for grip right now. So a big difference between these decks is like the trucks, especially like the bushings. As you can see, for like the Pirate, the bushings are kind of like flimsy, and they like the trucks often get loose. So like after each session, I have to like often tighten these again because they loosen up pretty quickly. And for the Flatface, as you can see, the bushings are a lot stiffer, they're high quality, they don't loosen up at all when I skate them. So that's a difference, but so it just kind of gets annoying sometimes to have to like bring a tool with me when I use this deck, but I don't have to with this. Another thing I'd like to mention about Pirate is when I initially got this deck, it came with like their basic white wheels, but like after a few months of using this, a wheel broke, and then later another one did, so I had to get some new wheels. These are like their higher quality, better shaped wheels, like more realistic, and these are a lot better. Like I've been skating this for a while, and the bearings are still like really smooth. These wheels are holding up fine, but the bearings kind of do wear off after a while. It still rolls pretty well, but yeah, I don't think the bearings are as good as these Pirate wheels. So yeah. The only problem I've been having with this deck is one of the wheels, the bolt gets loose for some reason, and I have to like tighten it, like if I'm gonna do like go out somewhere and I don't want the bolt to fall out. I have to tighten it so much that the wheel doesn't even spin. Like it's not spinning, but it, like if I loosen it so that it rolls with the other wheels, it tends to loosen. So that's the only problem I have with this deck. Other than that, it's perfect deck. Another thing to mention is I have tried like putting in other bolts to see if that was a problem, but I think it's just like the truck itself. I think the actual truck might be too thin on this because the bolt just doesn't squeeze to the truck that well. I'm pretty sure that's why it loosens up. Now the pops themselves on these decks are like really similar. There isn't much of a difference, but this deck does have more concave, so it does like flip faster, and you might like when you're trying kick flips, it's pretty easy with both decks. Initially this one was harder to get used to, but like once after a day or two I got used to it just because the concave was a little lower. But both decks are really easy to get used to. So yeah, so overall I'd say Flatface is a high quality deck, and it is a little better, and I think it is probably a little easier to land tricks for me because this is the 32mm. I can still land tricks fine on 30, but this deck's a little easier to land like tray flips and other technical tricks like that. But you can also get 32mm, and I think they also have 33.5mm decks on Pirate Broken Knuckle website now, so you can get those. But yeah, I just think I like this, and I like the trucks are a lot better. So, you know, like easier line tricks on but just because I think this is a better deck doesn't mean you should buy this one, because it is a lot more expensive. Like, I think it was like 60, I said earlier. This one is only, you know, under 20, so like if you just started getting the fingerboarding, maybe you can do a couple of tricks like a kickflip, I would probably recommend this one. You know, this is a great deck to, like, you know, start out with, like, to get a wood board. And then, you know, once you start getting even better, then you can definitely think about getting a Flatface fingerboard. So yeah, both decks are really good. So yeah, you'll get your money's worth. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you did, please leave a like, a comment if you want, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.